What's up, guys? I decided to start a Dragon Quest 11 playthrough, even though I have a bunch of other playthroughs, but I think this is gonna be good. Is my volume muted? This is a crucial time. It's kind of dope.
He must have. Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta make a new game because I made a new game. Um, I recorded like half an hour, did the prologue, whatever, the initial bits of gameplay, the tutorials type stuff, and it just didn't have the right audio. The game's just way too loud, and it kind of still is, but I think it'll be fine this time. It'll be much better than it was. So, I'm just gonna go with Kale. This is a name I invented on Space Station 13. This is a character I used to always play as. I'm gonna be using some of these draconic quest settings, which are like challenges, reduce experience of fighting easy enemies. Basically, if an enemy is lower level than you, then you don't get any experience, which is good for like capping your level in certain areas. Enemies are super strong, gives the game much more of a challenge, I guess, right? So we're just gonna jump in. I'm not gonna be reading every single thing because that'd be a lot to read. Some stuff has voice acting, some stuff doesn't. A lot of the people you'll talk to that are like just random NPCs in the town don't have voice acting. If you don't want to read it while watching the video, I'll just kind of summarize what they said. Just be easier to do that. You got 3D mode you can play in, or you can play in 2D mode. I don't know why anyone would want to play in 2D mode. I don't know, maybe it's like a quicker experience. But we're definitely gonna play in 3D. If the audio messes up this time and the game volume's too loud, I'm just gonna upload it anyway because I'm not gonna keep redoing the first part, and I'll just try to fine tune the audio for part 2.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
Oh my! What heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? Oh, you're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
So definitely was, some a chosen one baby, special baby. Probably your character, right? And something befell the kingdom. Who knows if it was because of the chosen one or just because the kingdom had problems with like some monster people, some ghost people, some monster people. And our character is basically special, so he's gonna do special things. Special characters always do special things, probably like saving the world.
Thanks so much, you're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
I really have no way of checking the audio because this is like a recording, this isn't like a stream. I hope it's good. I hope it's better than it was. this game does have like music playing non-stop, so like me talking over music and then the dialogue and it all being kind of mixed together, you know, synthesized, I guess, like put together properly. It might sound might not be easy to hear me. As far as going two-handed or one-handed, I think in the early game, two-handed's gonna be good, like a double-handed sword. But I think eventually, I'm gonna go sword and shield just for the defensive factor. Eventually, you'll need your whole squad to do damage. You can't just rely on one person. It doesn't work like that. That lady was just telling us that people with pink bubbles over their head have useful information relevant to the quest and progressing the game. And they're telling us that you can press X, use your map, and you know you'll find those on the map, and you can also move around, move around. Not this map, but maybe the next one. Hoping this is gonna be the one, because I don't want to have record it in hours worth of hour of content because the audio just was too loud and like you couldn't even hear. You're just telling us that we're adults now, and we're gonna do like the rite of passage that people have in their cultures. In this case, they're gonna climb top of this mountain to give thanks to the spirit that they associate with. And that's what people do when they come to be a certain age in this world, in this specific town. I'm saying this area. We're gonna talk to this person as well. That was the character's mom, and she was just saying, you know, mom stuff. She's gonna have dinner ready, you know, be safe. You know how it is.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
I didn't catch that part about them being born on the same exact day. That's interesting.
Ah! They're coming this way.
Alright, this is how the combat works. You encounter enemies,
Watch out!
and you fight them in turn-based type gameplay. It's a very simple game. The reason I'm really playing this, it's a very simple game, still with some deep RPG elements, requiring you to use crafting, spells, debuffs, buffs, items, but you know, the outward view is very simple. The characters don't take this enigmatic approach to like their
Here you go.
their words. Like everything's very simple. The characters don't hide behind smart folk talk.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Everyone's much more
Crikey,
innocent.
I wasn't
No one's like
expecting
some
that.
crazy dragon
I know they were
overlord
only
mind
little,
creature.
but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me. And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
I think I'm gonna edit some stuff together, so I'm gonna check the audio because I really don't want to record a whole lot of gameplay and me talking just for it to not be used because the audio isn't adequate. But you know, if you haven't played this game, definitely go check it out. It's definitely worth playing. It's very simple, you know, very cool. All right, I'm gonna edit this together. I'll be right back. I need to check the audio. You know, I just checked the audio. Like I said, I was gonna edit all this together. I think the music could be a smidge higher. It'd blend a little bit better. Music, put that at like a 9. And I think the synthesize is good. We'll do the Dragon Quest 11 non-battle music, and then once we get a little bit through the game, maybe we'll do 8. I don't know. I think we'll just stick with 11. Let me unmute the game as well. I muted it. Check the audio and recording. This is the synthesized music. So let's see. I think synthesized is a little bit better for recording because something like this is a little too like proper. It's a little too like classical, right? The synth is way better because me recording for all these people, you know, making these videos, you know, I think it'll be better this way. It just has more of an electric sound to it, so that's better for like making videos on the internet and people hearing it. So yeah, the audio is perfect. We're going to be recording a lot of Dragon Quest because I do want to play this game. It's very simple. It gives me that simple motivation that other games just don't possess when you're trying to record and make videos about them. They just become too complex and deep. I just want it to be simple. This game has a mechanic where you can attack enemies before you get, like in Pokemon, like how you run into the grass, you get put in a battle. In this game, you can attack those same enemies before the battle begins, taking some of their health, right? Lowering their health before the battle begins. So that's 1 damage. So that's definitely good to implement something like that to make sure you're getting those hits.
Crikey! Fight and fight some more! Phew.
I think you still kind of get the gist of the soundtrack, even though it's in synth mode. Like, you still kind of get the wholesomeness and the emotions that are trying to be driven in with, like, the way the music's playing. But it doesn't give you, like, that old classical, kind of expectation, right? I think it's more upbeat, you know, better for, like, recordings.
Go on! You can do it! Get them!
As you can see, I have 2 companions with me, a dog and a girl.
Fight and fight some more! Go on!
My friend Gemma was born on the same day as me, apparently. I didn't know that. And, you know, you will gain access to some actual companions that you can control. These are just people here in the tutorial, here to, like, aid you. I'll be doing a bit of grinding and all that, but I do have the stipulation with a draconian quest that basically limits XP gain from enemies lower level than you. So like I'll only be grinding up to like the appropriate level. So that's all I'll be allowed to do. I won't be able to outscale the game.
Well done.
You unlocked Frizz, which is a fire spell. Or Fizz.
Go on. You can do it.
Frizz.
Go on.
It's a classic RPG game with MP and HP. You know, items that you'll be needing to carry along are like medical herbs and things to restore your MP. There are shops, you know, there are, you know, kind of rotations where you'll enter a new area, you'll need to get gear for all your characters. You need to like min-max. A lot of the things are what I like to do. Min-max.
Here you go.
As you level up, you will get increased health and MP. There will be characters that are designed for certain roles, like speed, evasion. Another character would have a lot of MP. Another character will have, you know, maybe my character will have like a lot of HP and defense and power. You know, you have MP, we have HP, MP, attack, defense, magical might, magical mending. Magical mending is healing. Strength, resilience, agility, deafness, charm. Deafness is like dexterity. It's like crit. It's like that type of stuff, you know, like bone arrow type stuff. We're definitely gonna have a party of different folks to, you know, play their role in combat. And try to be effective as possible and use as many tactics and strategies to make combat deep and effective, you know, to show that off.
Crikey. Fight, and fight some more. Go on. Phew. Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think? Help! Help me!
A very simple cry for help. Very simple gasp.
Cole?
Simple expression, just simple.
Quick! You have to help him! It's not fog at... Watch out! Get him! Don't give up!
They introduced a new enemy, this Smog. I can show you right now, they have a special property about them, right? They probably have an immense amount of evasion. I hit that attack, so I wasn't really able to show that off, but you know, we'll see if I can get them to dodge an attack of mine. Show you how they have like increased evasion. Oh, and I still hit them. Yeah, see, the dog missed. So, you know, they have the ability to dodge very well. So enemies aren't just like
Go on!
health bars.
You can do it!
They have like evasion, they have defense, you know, they have like attacks they can use that fear you. You know, they're very worthy opponents, especially with my with the challenge I put on it makes the enemies harder.
Crikey! Fight and fight some more! Get him!
There are crits in this game, you can get critical hits.
I'm so proud of you!
So I leveled up and I have an increase to all my stats. Some people are going to get greater stat increases than other. You even have charm. Charm's like if you want to charm an opponent or like I think also make them dizzy
I'm
and all that,
sorry, Gemma.
or like stun them.
I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero. Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it?
This game I feel like is something that will bring you back in time when you were a kid and you were playing games. And they're like more innocent games. Appreciate that type of stuff. To appreciate that, you know. I think this is a game you should play. A lot of people probably have already played a lot of the Dragon Quest franchise, but I haven't. This is the first Dragon Quest game I've ever played. I've heard of Dragon Quest. This is like the 11th game. There are like puzzle. There's like other Dragon Quest games outside of the main entries, I think, for sure.
Here we are at last. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that? Help! Help me! Help! Help!
Yep, Bird got KO'd for sure.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen. Look, the mark on your hand. Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look! It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Shall we head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.